Hello and welcome to another review. Today we have got the Henkei Henkei version of the Galvatron, of the Classics Galvatron, which essentially it's just got a lighter, more lavender purple, and it's got some neat bits of chrome. Now we're starting in tank mode because the figure is kind of a little bit of a hot mess. It's a cool concept, but he's really finicky. But yeah, more on that probably through the transformation. The tank mode, it clears up pretty nicely, to be honest. Don't get any exposed bits. It's all nice and covered. I think he's actually a really nice tank mode, all things considered, consider the transformation, but that's probably its best mode. The chrome on the turret here is nice, and the chrome here is also quite nice. The turret does turn that way and that way. It does give 360 degrees of turn, and as with all figures, I haven't got it, but it did have a spring-loaded firing mechanism. Well, I think he's a half-decent tank mode, all things considered. Is the transformation and I guess the robot mode that lets it down. For comparison, if we fetch in Brawl from Age of the Primes, that's technically a Voyager class figure, but as you see, the difference in tanks, in the size of the tanks, different types of tanks they're trying to emulate. That one's flatter, that one's chunkier, but again, I don't think that if you were to line them up together, they'd be out of place, because it is a pretty decent tank mode. I guess you can see the hand of Galvatron there, but to be honest, I don't think there's much lacking from it. It's got some nice details, and yeah, fetching a modern deluxe car. You see, size wise, it's not much bigger than it actually, so yeah. Now to get to transformation, it is a pain. So I purposely do not tab these bits in there on either side. Yeah, it starts like this, it doesn't line up properly, but to get it off is a pain. Those are clear hinge pieces, and I kind of don't want to break them, so yeah, I don't. But the first thing I'm going to do is untab them. That would tab into there. What you want to do, untab them. You want to come to the turret, you're going to unhook that bit, which would hook in there, out, and pull it out. You want to do, you're going to lift the tank turret up, slide it back, turn it around. Like that. Then these two bits you can just clasp together like that, and then to complete the arm, just bring that down and slide it around like that to bring out. Yeah, there you have my Galvatron's arms. Right, next, take this section, flip it round, do that on both sides. Then you want to grab it like this and split the legs. That will tab in just there, and that will tab in just there. So again, on the other side, just try to pull it apart where that we'll tab in just there, and that we'll tab in on the opposite side there. So pull them out like that. You can lift that up with this one and just extend the legs all the way like that. Then you want to do, you want to slide that section forward like this, like that. I'm going to bring this back section around so this tab here aligns with that pull, and clip that in on both sides. Again, that tab, that pull, like that. Yeah, you're gonna twirl this purple bit around on both sides, like that. Flip down the foot, and just twist there, twist there, so it looks like that, and then twist at the top again, and twist at the waist, and there you have the legs there. Now, let's work on the top half. If you'll stay. Okay, we're not going to stay. Let's work on the top half. So, right. You want to kind of wrap that around that way, pull that there, and then pull this arm so it's situated like that. You want to do, you're going to bring these tread sections forward like that. The turret arm wants to flip around, you're going to fetch that back. You're going to flip that down, turn the arm around like that on that side. Get that from this side, flip this up, flip that bit up there, flip the arm down, around, from underneath. You know, you just want to fetch out the hand. Then flip that down, push up the head, flip that all the way around like that. Push the back, just clean it up a little, fold that in, there you go. Fold those just in, just situate yourself in between there. That can just flip in, and that just like stays just like a back skirt. And that is Galvatron in his robot mode. Now, there are a lot of things that can go wrong with that transformation. Namely, these bits of the backlight popping off. If you don't situate his arm correctly, it's all built on either too tighter tolerances or just horrible like techniques. But what we get isn't a bad robot mode. It's by no means great. Is it bad? No, I don't think so. We get this. I just love this oversized tank turret as an arm. It's brilliant. Works really well. We are missing on the purple just down here, but then again, he's not really purple down here, just mainly up here. He has got a backpack, like a really sizable backpack. kibble-wise, there is a lot of kibble. These act as heel spurs, which is good because he needs it because, again, back heavy. I guess he's also quite a bit spindly. But, you know, head sculpt's alright. We get some of that light piping. Some metallic red on the chest. Again, like I said, this version, the Henkei Henkei version, the Japanese version, has a lighter lavendery purple compared to the Classics release and the Challenger Cybertron release. It has the silver, the chromed bits. But the problem with this is its posing. It looks alright in a standing pose. It looks alright transformed. Posability, it is unstable. So we have swivel on the head like that. Swivels around. Can't really look up or down. We get a ball joint at the arm. So ball joint can do that. Then we've got a transformation joint which allows you to do that. So ball joint here is very loose. We've got rotation here, to transformation, double jointed, and no port to hold any weapons in his hand. He has got transformation, sword wielding wrist. Other side, it can go like this, probably due to transformation. It can only rotate, cannot go up or out. Rotation at the elbow. Just about 90 degrees of bend. It can bend outwards, and we don't really get much movement at the arm. So you can pull off that. You know, not great. Well, you know, could be nice. We do get waist rotation. Bit of a finicky one to get to. Legs do kick up quite far. Back, they do kick all the way, but they move all the kibble out of the way. They do kick out quite a bit, probably due to transformation. We get rotation at the thigh, rotation at the knee, a very high knee joint, so he's all shin. Which I guess if they're standing, it kind of fakes it, but he is all shin. Look at that. Yeah, rotation here. Toes can go up to transformation. I think it's a ball joint here, but you don't get much movement. You can turn it round. I thought would be doing that. I don't know. And it can do that. I guess you can get some ankle rotation by utilizing the transformation joint like that. So posing wise, you can probably get him into some poses, but he's not as dynamic as your modern day figure. So yeah, and you're just gotta be careful so you don't fall over. This massive backpack. For comparisons, we'll fetch in a modern deluxe, Muse Hound. So he's slightly taller, but very thin compared to a modern day deluxe, and has a whole lot of shin. We're fetching Galvatron, which the leader Galvatron, which was first in Kingdom. The size difference is immense. This is like, there's a family of Galvatrons. That's like his little brother. We fetch it out. Oh, bro, look at the size difference here. Move him back a little. Fetch Galvatron here. We fetch Megatron. Looks like you've got one happy family there. Yeah. Certainly not one that'll scale well. As a figure, it's a little bit of a hot mess. especially going back into robot mode. But, you know, could be much worse. It could be much worse. Could be bigger. I'm pretty sure that the Classics one, they were thinking of doing a higher size class. But, you know, it's an okay figure. Yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching.